What's up, all my Ewoks, Rebels, Droids, and Wookiees? It's Anna, also known as that Star Wars girl, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the SheHulk origin, how it originally went, versus how the new TV show absolutely butchered it. But before I get into that, guys, my channel is hardcore shadow banned, so every single like, share, comment really helps out my channel. Fighting the YouTube algorithms, they don't like it when you speak your mind and give honest opinions, hence my shadow ban. It really sucks, but like I said, everything that I just named does actually help, so thank you guys so much for doing those. Also, if you guys haven't yet, maybe take a minute, smash the subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, make sure that that bell is set to all, that way you actually get notifications when I post videos and live streams. Now, with that being said, on to the topic. Alright guys, so I have this clip from the movie pulled up. Now this is the scene where Jen becomes She-Hulk. Now I'm going to have it muted just so I don't get hit with copyright, and I'll let it play in the background. But as you can see, she's just chilling with Bruce in the car, and then something happens. Oh my gosh, it's his spaceship. And then she's driving, so instead of like hitting the brakes and just stopping, they flip the car over and she's got to crawl out of the car. For whatever reason, Bruce is stuck as Bruce and he can't Hulk out because he's got some inhibitor bracelet to help his arm heal, which is not how his powers work. If he turned into the Hulk, he would heal almost instantly. Then, oh look, she got his blood in her arm. Why is she lying under him? Why wouldn't she like just pick him up? Right? And he starts hulking out, then she starts hulking out, and we all know what happens after that. Now, that's pretty lame, right? It's not really empowering, nothing really happens. And that's one of the things that the showrunners claim that they want, is that this is a strong female character. This is empowering for women. So I'm going to tell you guys how she really became She-Hulk in the comics. I don't know why they just didn't use this. I don't know why they had to change your origin story so dramatically to make it into this. The only thing they would have really needed to change is, instead of Bruce running away, he could have just, you know, been there, gotten called off, or, you know, was at her parents' house telling her about what happened when certain things play out. But let me explain to you. So Bruce, in the Savage She-Hulk, the very first issue that came out, Bruce is showing up to go see his cousin because he wants to go talk to her. He feels like she's the only one that can help him, because at this point he is still a vigilante and he is on the run from the government, and he knows that everyone's looking for him. So he goes to catch up with Jen, and he tells her about, you know, how he became Hulk. And then he's like, so what? He tells her his story, and he's like, all right, so what's going on with you? And she talks about how she's trying to prosecute this one bad guy because this one bad guy did bad things and he's framing people, and so she's trying to prove that this guy is the bad guy. And I'm pretty sure he killed someone. It's been a long time since I read this issue, but what I do know is that there are 3 guys that are tailing her and stalking her. They watch her get into the car with Bruce. They follow her to her home. And then as her and Bruce are getting out of the car, these guys drive by and shoot her in the back. Bruce, you know, he knows that, and he says that this is a line in the comics. He says that Hulk can't help her right now. Bruce can, because Bruce is the doctor. Hulk can't do anything to save her right now. And he's more concerned on saving his cousin than he is on getting the bad guys, which is a pretty, you know, reasonable thing. So Bruce gets her in the house. He notices she's losing a lot of blood, and she lives, I guess, next to a doctor. So he breaks into the doctor's like little doctor office house, and he is able to give her a blood transfusion. And he even makes the comment that she has the same blood type as him. And so, and he's, the entire time he's doing this, he is so worried that, you know, he's caused her harm, that she's not going to make it, and he's, you know, traumatized by, you know, this with his cousin. And so once he realizes that she's stable, he calls the police come. He's got to take off because they think that he's a suspect. He takes off because he's on the run from the police. He knows Jen is okay, so, and she's safe. She's in the hospital now, so it's okay for him to leave. So Bruce takes off. Then Jen wakes up in the hospital, and she says she feels weird. Her blood is tingling. Her body is tingling. The 3 guys that shot her show up dressed as nurses, and they try to chloroform her because they're going to kill her because she survived. And what happens? She gets angry, and out of her anger, she becomes She-Hulk for the very first time. These guys freak the fuck out. She chases them through the hospital. At one point, they get into an elevator. She pulls the elevator up and open with her bare fucking hands. They somehow get out, and then they're running from her. She chases them onto the street. At this point, the cops are aware of like this giant green woman attacking some men. She starts beating the ever-living fucking shit out of these guys that shot her in the back, and then as she's beating them, she gets them to confess to their crimes in front of the police. The police arrest them. She runs back, and you know, as she's running back, she's transforming into Jen, because she even says this, that her anger is fading because she got those guys behind bars, and she got, you know, a little bit of vengeance for getting shot in the fucking back. And then she gets back into not the room that she was in the hospital, the room right next to it, because they kind of trashed that room. And she turns back to Jen, and then the nurse comes in and is like, oh, what happened here? And so I'm going to ask you guys, which one of those stories, or the story that I just told you, or that little clip that I showed you, which one do you guys think is more interesting? Which one do you guys think is more empowering to women? Proving that women don't know how to drive and get into a car accident, and for whatever reason, instead of standing over your cousin, laying down and shoving your arm under their head. I mean, you don't know if he's got a concussion or what. And then getting drops of blood in a cut and turning it into She-Hulk. Does that one sound better, or does the other one that's actually the origin of She-Hulk, where she is reminiscing with her cousin, gets shot in the back by bad guys, beats the ever-living fuck out of the bad guys that shot her in the back, gets them to confess to their crimes, and puts the bad guys behind bars, and, you know, gets that, and also, you know, is She-Hulk powerful, right? Which one do you think is more empowering for women? I don't know, maybe the original fucking story. And so it kind of blows my mind that they want to say, oh, well, She-Hulk, she's a strong female character, blah, blah, blah. All of the marketing that they've done for this is just their idea of uplifting Jen is by degrading men. It's like, if you really wanted to do that and do it in a way that's not offensive to, you know, guys that aren't bad guys, why didn't you actually do the story? Is it because you don't want to pay royalties to people? And that might be a thing to it. But it just doesn't make any sense to me, because there actually is female empowerment. There's strong female characters if you actually read the comics, which they clearly haven't. It's exhausting. But I've been getting people asking me, you know, about like what really was supposed to happen. I'm like, well, there's books out there and, you know, comics, you can read them, you know, but I get it. Sometimes people don't know where to start and whatnot. So that's the very first issue of Savage She-Hulk. That is the, you know, first time She-Hulk ever made an appearance. That was her origin story. That was her origin comic. It's very good. And I would highly recommend reading it if you actually want to see what She-Hulk is like as compared to the shit show that they've presented us and told us is She-Hulk. It's like, if I'm walking down the street and I see dog poop, I'm going to call it dog poop, right? The show is absolute dog shit. It doesn't even hold a candle to the comics. And it's exhausting at this point, because they clearly have no fucking idea what they're doing. They're trying to do a sitcom with a character that they know absolutely nothing about. And they could very easily do a funny sitcom with She-Hulk. All they have to do is read the source material and take some fucking notes, but they're not doing that. It's like that video that I had that came out a day or two ago, where I was showing how the writer herself admitted that they cherry pick characters and things that they think will be funny based on their real life. So all they're doing is inserting their real life into a show and then cherry picking characters out of Marvel to put into their show. It's lazy, in my opinion. I mean, I don't know if they're being told, no, you guys can't do A, B, and C because we don't want to pay the family royalties, which was a big, you know, problem with Superman. And it's a really big problem with all of, you know, Marvel and DC, because all of these families of the people that created these characters, they're like, well, if you guys are making millions of dollars off of, you know, our family's legacy, you need to pay us, which I think they should get paid for that. But it's all this nonsense. But anyways, everyone, I just wanted to do a video and talk about that. Let me know what you think about all of this down in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, please smash the like button. If you didn't, that's okay too. Thank you so much for watching this far through. And until next time, I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are in the world. And may the force be with you, because we are really, really, really going to need it. Bye, everyone. What's up, everyone, and thank you so much again for watching my channel and my content. And if you would like to support me further, because I am not sponsored in any way, shape, or form, as much as I want Mio to get behind me and sponsor me, because I love Mio, I actually created something. I created a cosplay calendar of some of your favorite video game characters, and this is the second cosplay calendar I have done. Everyone really liked the first one, and so, you know, I really am grateful for everyone that's come out and support this one as well. It means the world to me. We already broke the total from last year's entire campaign in the first 30 days of this campaign. So thank you once again, everyone, so much for your support. And if you guys are new here and you guys don't know me, well, then this is a really good way to, you know, get to know me and back my calendar and support my channel. There's a lot of really popular characters that were, you know, requested for the first calendar, like Samus. So I started off with her. And unlike Hollywood, as I try to give you guys what you want, I try to give fans and nerds and, you know, all of us that have been told F you by Hollywood to give, you know, you guys what you want and what, you know, I want, which is staying true to characters and trying to, you know, do the best version of them that I possibly can. So as you guys can see here, this is my Jill Valentine. I got Jade from Mortal Kombat. I got the one and only Lara Croft, my girl Lara. Then I have Miranda from Mass Effect. Now I'm still adding images of these characters. There are going to be 12 different ones. And if you guys are interested in, you know, supporting an independent content creator like myself, this is the way to do it. I, you know, do the photos, I, you know, do the cosplay, I ship everything out myself. So this is a 100% my own project. So if you guys, again, want to support me and my channel and keep everything rolling, please consider backing my cosplay calendar. I would really appreciate it. The links are down in the description below. So please check that out if you guys haven't already. And if this isn't something for you, then maybe take a second and, you know, share it to somebody who this might be, you know, something they'd be interested in. Once again, everyone, thank you so much and have a great rest of your day.